여러분, 이 영상 시작하기 전에 제 제일 좋아하는 노래 공유하고 싶어요. 이 노래 유튜브 보면서 발견했어요. 그 영상은 조나단의 영상이고 덕근님이랑 비파하는 영상이었어요. 그 영상 동안 노래가 조금 들었고 이 노래 진짜 제 스타일인데 라고 생각했고 애플 뮤직에서 자주고 그땐부터 매일 들어요. 진짜 좋아요. 제 스타일이고 크러쉬님 그 노래들 제가 한국어 공부하는 거 시작했대. 그때부터 많이 들어요. 그래서 이 노래 크러쉬님 있는 거 관심이 더 있어요. 거크님 이 노래 전에 잘 몰랐어요. 근데 이제 거크님의 노래들 너무 좋아요. 좋은 프로듀서이에요. 아무튼 이 노래 공유 조금 할게요. 이거 들어요? 너의 숨소리가 들려 괴롭게 괴롭게 괴롭게. I thought meant monster, but I don't think 괴물 I think it is. I have to look that up. 괴롭게. 머릿속에 떠나가죠. 아무튼 이 노래 너무 좋아서 공유하고 싶어서요. We can get started with the video now. Anyway, here's the thing. I haven't studied in the last 2 weeks because of how uninspired, frustrated, bored I've been about my language learning and just life in general. But it's been really tough to study. I've been wanting to study. Like, I'll be like, okay, let's just get up and do one thing. 1 hour of study. But I've had not the energy. So I took a 2-week break. It was longer than I expected, but it's okay. Now I want to get back into my language studies. And during this video, I'm basically going to share how I'm going to be doing that. So I think one of the reasons why I've been so burnt out and like uninspired is because I've been doing the same thing over and over again for every single language. So I decided I'm going to try to incorporate new methods to my studies and then stick to these methods, because when there's too much I become overwhelmed, but when there's too little and I'm doing the same thing all the time I become very bored and frustrated. So I'm trying to find a balance here. You would think after 10 years almost of learning languages I would know what to do by now. Every day is a learning day. The main goal I have for the end of the year is learning through media that I like. So shows, movies, YouTube videos, and then books. Those are the 4 sources of media that I'm going to learn from. I do like podcasts. I do enjoy listening to a podcast here and there, but it's not something I do every single day. I want to be the kind of person who listens to podcasts every single day, but I'd rather just listen to a show as a podcast. So one random idea I had was I call it becoming a subber or a translator. Basically, take a source of media you like, transcribe it, and then translate it into whatever other language you want to. There's not much new about this method except for the way I'm just doing it. So basically, I took an episode of Startup, episode 4, because I haven't watched Startup in like 5 years, so it'd be a real challenge for me. And then I opened a Notion page with the episode number, timestamps, and then the character's name color coded. And I just got right to work. I would write down whatever I heard, no matter if it was wrong or not, just wrote down. And then I would go back and check with the Netflix subs and then see where I was wrong, what I was confused about, make note of that, and then look it up on Naver Dictionary. And then I just went in and then translated it into English, which my translation wasn't bad, it was just literal. And then Netflix subs were more casual, so that's something I want to work on as well. And I also wanted to try to do it in like Spanish, so like Korean Spanish or Spanish Korean, whatever. I want to use multiple of my target languages at a time. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it's what I'm gonna do for now. Another thing which is kind of similar is copywriting. For this method, I chose a paragraph from the book I'm currently reading in French, Le Chant d'Achille, and then I just wrote it word for word, making note of spelling, accents, words I didn't know, or words I couldn't pronounce. Looked up the words in the dictionary, and then I rewrote the paragraph again, which somehow helped my understanding, and then I read it out loud. And that's basically it. I'm trying to do more things that incorporate multiple skills, so I don't have to do one activity per skill. It's just like one activity but multiple skills. Starting a personal blog, which is basically just me journaling but online. Well, not really online, on Notion. I started a Notion page where I'm gonna make it like a blog, just write about like whatever I want but in Korean. I've always wanted to do this in Korean. I even started a page on Naver blog to do it, but I never had the guts to do so. Maybe one day I'll do it. I really want to. And then another thing I really want to do, which I have already started, is doing daily videos in my target languages. Before I started my break, I did a week of Hindi speaking videos where I would speak for 1 minute or a minute and a half about a different topic every day. And then that topic, I would just basically study about it or study words and grammar points that would help me talk about it. I did a couple videos where I spoke kind of freely, and then I did a couple videos where I wrote down my thoughts first and then just read off what I wrote. And those were like my thoughts, what I thought was correct way to say stuff. So I never got them corrected. I want to get them corrected so I can see where I'm at. आज मैं एक हॉबी के बारे में बोल रहा होगी
वो हॉबी वीडियो गेम्स खेलना है। मुझे वीडियो गेम्स खेलना बहुत पसंद है। भाषा पढ़ना हॉबी के बाद वीडियो गेम्स खेलना मेरी पसंदीदा हॉबी है। GTA 5 को मेरी पसंदीदा वीडियो गेम है। वो वीडियो गेम के बाद मुझे The Last of Us वीडियो गेम पसंद है। ये दो वीडियो गेम्स बहुत मज़ा है, इंटरेस्टिंग है, और मैं हर दिन एक या दो वीडियो गेम्स खेली। कल मारियो कार्ट 8 और Among Us खेलती, और आज The Walking Dead Season 3 फिर खेलिए।
I want to continue to do that with my other target languages, so I have like a set of videos for each language for the end of the year and for next year, and then to see, whoa, okay, this is where I messed up here, and now I know this, and just something to motivate me, for also to see what works and what doesn't work. And then lastly, this is something I already do, but I kind of just want to do more of, is reading fiction books in my target languages. I like historical fiction, dystopian, romantic fiction when it's not too much romance, contemporary fiction, just fiction books. I just want to read more fiction books. I feel like I read a lot of self-help books in Korean, which I want to do less of. They're good. I enjoyed reading them. It's just they don't keep me entertained enough to want to read it every single day. Fiction books is where it's at for me, and I want to read it out loud every single time.
Los Bridgerton son de lejos la familia más prolífica de las altas esferas sociales de Londres.
I read faster when I just read in my head, but then I don't feel like I get much practice. So reading out loud, no matter where I am, every single time I read. I did this at work recently during my break. I didn't read out loud, but I like mouthed the words. I guess I was whispering to myself at the same time. So yeah, wherever I am, no matter what, just read out loud or move your lips, I guess. But that's basically my plan for the end of the year, using these different methods to study my target languages. And then I'm going to be studying all of them. I'm going to be doing this for all of them, every single one. I've missed studying Spanish and French, and I was going to do it after my 100-day challenge, but the 100-day challenge, it just keeps going. 100 days is a long time. I didn't know. I'm going to just add those two to the language pile, and then just study all of them. Do a little every day for 2 or 3 at a time. Probably just 2 because I've been feeling burnt out. But after my break, I've been feeling a little more excited about learning languages, so we're going to do that. I made some goals for myself to keep for the end of the year, and we'll see if I actually get them done. I'll share them later on. But that is it for this video. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. If you have any goals you want to share, your study experience, whatever you want to share, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. I always enjoy reading them. I hope you're doing well. Hope your studies are also doing well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.